You are an elite, top producing broker at a national commercial real estate brokerage firm. You have spent years building your book of business on a simple assumption that the massive split that you surrender to your corporate parent is just the cost of doing business. You think you're paying for infrastructure, global credibility, or a logo on a letterhead, but reality has exposed a much darker structure. You see, the split you surrender every single transaction is no longer just funding empty corporate footprints and bloated middle management. Your hard-earned capital is actively being weaponized. It is being spent against your worldview, against your values, against your family. Take a step back and look closely where your split goes when it leaves the closing table. The modern legacy brokerage has mutated into a debt-laden multi-level compliance machine, barely representing a business anymore. While you are on the ground driving execution velocity, regional directors, national directors, referring partners, they're using your revenue to fund anti-family political candidates, enforce fake ESG mandates, and advocate for anti-free market policies. The individuals you're supporting are actively unmaking the American dream. The very meritocracy and economic liberty that allowed you to build your brokerage career in the first place. Paying a permanent tax to a liberal agenda that despises your values is an irrational allocation of your time and of your life. Then on the other hand, we have these unbundled virtual brokerages that promise low fees but lack any institutional gravity, principal-led capability, or family office networks. They give you a cheap platform, but they leave you isolated without the structural leverage needed to win institutional assignments. The market demands a real alternative. The elite commercial broker requires a work culture that matches their ideological alignment without sacrificing an ounce of competitive execution. Here at Lumicre and our predecessors, for over 29 years, we've built that alternative, an anti-woke, pro-family, America-first work culture that competes and wins at the highest levels. Here at Lumicre, we reject corporate virtue signaling in favor of raw economics and absolute fiduciary alignment. We operate a vertically integrated platform that bridges institutional transaction advisory with direct private equity real estate deployment through our funds, syndications, and SMAs. Through Lumicre Advisors, our transaction and markets advisory unit, we don't answer to corporate compliance committees or pay fees up the regional chain based off of who had a relationship with so-and-so 20 years ago. We forensically examine micro-market data to locate off-market demand, giving our clients and our brokers unparalleled transaction velocity. And because we operate alongside Lumicre Investments, our private equity arm, we back our execution with real skin in the game. Our leadership team has navigated multiple market cycles over 2 decades, successfully closing more than 300 commercial real estate transactions since COVID alone, and managing 5 million square feet of commercial assets. We have driven a documented historical 40.3% aggregate IRR across our investment holding performance. No woke investor agenda needed. This is the result of pairing disciplined capital stewardship with elite human execution. We are looking for the very best, the absolute best, the elite tier of brokers who refuse to compromise their excellence or bow to anti-American mandates. If you believe in merit and free markets, and in protecting the multi-generational legacy of the clients you serve, you belong here. If you believe in vaccine mandates and are confused by the definition of a man or a woman, you don't. Stop funding the corporate pariahs who are actively dismantling your children's future with the commissions you earned. Align your work with your home, your time with your beliefs. Build your own empire inside a high-leverage architecture designed to amplify your execution, protect your freedom, and respect your family. If you are ready to reclaim your sovereignty and join an elite tier of like-minded deal makers who love their country almost as much as they love their kids, let's have a strictly confidential conversation. Visit our careers page, reach out to me on LinkedIn, email me, email any of our team members, and let's build something that lasts.